Good morning, year 4. Now, I hope yesterday you got on okay putting lines of symmetry on those shapes and the alphabet. I know you have been waiting all night to tell me and shout out at me what the name of a 6-sided shape is. Okay, it is a... Yes, you're right, it's a hexagon. This is a regular hexagon, which means that all the sides are the same size. Right, so a regular hexagon. There you go. Well done if you got that correct. Now, before we look at delving a little bit more into symmetry, I'm going to show you one thing that you will need to know for later on when you're doing your work. Some classes may have already worked on these before, others may not have. So I thought I would just do a really quick recap on what a Venn diagram is. Okay, here we go. I'm going to switch camera so you will be able to see my board. Here we go. So let me turn to hold it like that so I don't think. Right, so a Venn diagram, okay, it's a way to sort different information. Right? Now, you will find that you can have lots of different ones. Look at that. What we need are 2 circles. Sometimes you can get 3, just depends. Right, so there is our circle. Okay, let me get my things that I've already done. Right then, here we go. Not brilliant circles, but it's fine. Now, I've got certain numbers. I'm going to have 10. I'm going to have 5, 25, 31 and 8. Okay, now I want to sort them. The way I want to sort them today is in this circle, I want to put all the numbers that are in the 5 times table. Okay, and in this circle, I want to put all the numbers that are odd numbers. Okay, there we go. Now, when you've got a Venn diagram, you might find you have numbers that might be in the 5 times table, and they might be odd. So where do we put those numbers? Let's go through them. Here we go. 10. Now, 10 I know is in the 5 times table. All right, that's fine. So I would put it here, or would I put it here? Because that is still part of this circle. For it to go there, it has to be in the 5 times table, and it has to be an odd number. Let me have a look. 10 is an even number, so 10 would go there. There we go. 5, right. 5 we know is in the 5 times table, so okay, it would go here in this circle. Is it an odd number? Oh, yes it is. So I can't put it in odd because it needs to also be, I need to put it in the odd circle, and I need to put it in the 5 times table circle. So that is where you would put the 5, where the 2 overlap. 25 is also in the 5 times table, and it is odd, so you put it into the overlap where the 2 go. Right, now I've got 31. Okay, 31, is that in the 5 times table? Right, is it an odd number? Yes. So I would put 31 just in the odd circle. Okay, not in the overlap because it's not in the 5 times table. I have then 8. Okay, 8, is that in the 5 times table? No. Is it an odd number? No. So you don't forget that 8 because you're still trying to sort it. So what you have to do then is just put it around the outside to show that you haven't forgotten it, but you still want to put it on your Venn diagram as such. So that is how we use a Venn diagram. Okay, right then. Now, what we're going to do is have a look at things, and let me see if I'm going to see if I can get this there. Right, let me see if I can make this larger for you so that it's easier to see. Hang on. Ooh, it won't do it. Okay. Oh, it does. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so as we go through, I want you just to, I'll talk to you and then you can see if, as I'm saying it, you can actually answer the questions as well. So here we have certain shapes. It says, which of the following shapes have more than one line of symmetry? So I would look at those and I would first of all say, right, I don't think that can have more than one, because of the odd shape it is, and I think there's just one going straight down. Let me look at others. I think possibly this one, because it's got a different shape here, I think there's only one line of symmetry that goes across. And what about the arrow? Again, I think there's one line of symmetry going down. So I think the 4 would be, that has more lines of symmetry than one. That one, oh, what about that? That one certainly has. What about the triangle? Now, different triangles have different numbers of lines of symmetry. That one looks like an equilateral triangle. If it's an equilateral triangle, hopefully you would know that, or think that it will have more than one line of symmetry. Let's have a look. Yes, I got it right. Yeah. Right, next one. Now, we have a shape, and I've actually cut one out as well. We've got to decide which of these has got drawn on it the correct lines of symmetry. Now, if you're unsure when you're doing your work, cut a piece of paper out, the same sort of shape. I have, so like this. And what you can do then is fold it over in the way that it shows here. So let's have a look. If I fold that down there, let me fold it with one hand. Can I do it? Oh, I can just about. Absolutely, I fold it down the middle and it definitely is exactly the same size, both sides. Right, so I know that one is definitely correct. Let's have a look though if I could add some more to it. Can I go then across? I hope you're all shouting the answer at this, but if not, let me do it to going across and do that. Let's have a look. Absolutely not. Both halves are not the same size, so that is not correct. Shall we just do the last one? Let me go from corner to corner. Let me try it. Corner to corner. Let me pick it up to show you. Are they the same size and shape? Either, both halves? Absolutely not. So the answer would be A. Let's just check. Thankfully, A, yes. Right, next question. You can have a quick look, see if you can match them up. Match the both halves together so that they make a shape. So they've got to be exactly the same. So I can see A must be partnered with C. Well done. Then you have to be really careful with the others, just to check that, look how many sides that the shape has. If you look at B, you've got 1, 2, 3 sides. Look at all the other letters left, which has got 3 sides showing, which is D. Okay, so it's A and C, B and D. Let's just check. A and C, B and D, E and F. Oh, I'm getting good at this, aren't I? Right, this is quite difficult. I think this is probably the hardest question you will have to do on your work. All these will be on your work. Here, you have 3 shapes. And what you need to do is see which shape has, look at D, that many lines of symmetry. So again, you could cut out shapes that are similar to A, E and C, and you could fold them that many times and see which one would have the most. If you look at it, just think carefully before you even do that. Look at which has got the most. Which do you think would have the most lines of symmetry? Just looking, I think it might be A. I'm not going to try all these out, but you can do that if you want. So have a look. It is A, has lots of lines of symmetry. C, okay, goes with F, the one below it. And then D goes with E. That is quite difficult to work out. As I say, if you need to, cut out the shapes, okay? And these are Venn diagrams, so you need to know what it is, all right? It says here that they've been filled up with shapes. You've got vertical lines of symmetry and horizontal lines of symmetry. And they've made a mistake. Can you see what it is? It doesn't tell you how many lines, but just what have they made the mistake on. Here, it says, he's put the pentagon in the vertical line of symmetry section when it's in that orientation, but you might want to turn it around and it should be in the horizontal line of symmetry instead. Now, you might find you'll get some shapes and a picture that's made up of lots of different shapes. You have to look really carefully and you have to decide how many and where you would put lines of symmetry on. Now, if I'm looking at that, I think, right, there's 2 there that look exactly the same. So I would think you could put a line down here, but there might be more. Could you put one down there or not? Think carefully. You must look carefully. You can use a mirror and you could put it halfway there, and the picture you should see should be exactly the same. Should be exactly the same as if you took it away. You should still see the same pattern. Okay, so they've only got 1 because those 2 would not be correct. Okay, and then you find this, which is you have 3 shapes and they've tried to draw it, but actually only 1 would be correct. If you look carefully, which one looks like it is exactly halfway, so both sides would be exactly the same, and it is, okay, C. All right? Okay, back to me, sorry. Okay, everybody, so have a look at the worksheet. Come back to this if you need to, but just keep thinking what a line of symmetry is, what a Venn diagram is, okay? And hopefully you'll have fun. Tomorrow it is all about making patterns, so you can have your felt tips, I would say have a ruler because that will help you, doing some drawing, and felt tips if you want to make your things look brilliant, right? Have a good weekend. I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.